there, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday! Welcome back to the weekend. I hope it's going nicely for you. Hope you're buckled in for cozy, relaxing, nice reset Sunday, if that's the kind of thing that you like to do. I want to thank Phantasmagore for the 11-month reset, nearly a whole year. Happy questing, everyone. Happy questing. Hey, Hazel and Chat. Good afternoon, morning. Here to enjoy my last live for a while. We'll try and do a good one. Don't worry. Wherever life takes you, whatever schedule life puts you on. When you come back, there'll be me. I'll probably be doing something, preparing lunch over here. Nice. I had nice little breakfast, a little bit of toast. Oh, there's a rare over here. Uh-oh. Apparently when you place an angelic feather at your feet, but you're levitating on water, you don't so much get it, but the crabs do. I should maybe go do that one. I had a couple of things on my list that I wanted to think about. Oh, don't mind if I do. That I wanted to think about doing today. One of them was fishing. Mainly just to get my fishing skill up. So the actual, area specifically, I feel like doesn't so much matter. It seems like a lot of the stuff you can get from fishing, you can get in lots of different places, but it would be nice to get the shark loa idol. That would be convenient. I wouldn't say no to a mount, but I don't think I'm that lucky. But just getting the fishing skill up might help as well. So I was kind of thinking, and just flying around and fishing any pool really doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Another option was to fly around and look for rares, specifically with an eye for the rares that I still need for my achievements. Yesterday I was working on my... Oh, hi, kitty cat. Oh, see you later. Yesterday I was working on my Light Up the Night, the midnight... I don't want to call it meta. It's a meta anyways. It's like an early midnight meta for the zones. It's the meta of the zone metas. And the main thing that I need from the zones... I mean, there's a couple of time-gated things, but rares were definitely one of them. Hi, Lewis. Good morning, buddy. Evening off from Scandinavia. Good evening. Putting me on 5 12-hour shifts a week with weekend call. I'm so angry at life. We aren't vibing. Oh, that's brutal. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Dave. How you doing? So I got rare scanner on. I'm pretty sure for this one. Oh, there's a rare. I've done that one before, but I also wouldn't say no to a mount. I wouldn't be upset if the game wanted to give me a mount. I suppose I could even try this on multiple, if I kill all the rares, or as many as I can get through. And then the game wants to... I killed this yesterday. How do I not remember where it is? It's a cave or something. Okay, it's in the area. I was just here. Yeah, if I kill them all or kill most of them on my priest and I wanted another chance at mounts, I have another character that I could use for that. So it might be nice to do some rares, might be nice to do some fishing, and also I know I still have 3 coffer keys on my hunter, and I would like to use them today. So I guess maybe I should do that early, because I'm a studious delver. I'm not a fast delver. I don't get through them in a massive hurry. That'd be a good idea. If I did 11s in my hunter, I could get Myth Crests, but I kind of think it's not necessary on that character. I don't think I'm gearing her to the point that I'm going to need Myth Crests. And honestly, slogging through 11s on an alt sounds like not that much fun. Recovering from a broken leg. Oh, getting lots of time in with pushing 11 keys last night. Ooh, nice. Yeah, well, good to have something to do. Sucks about your leg. Speaking of mounts, holy cow. In love with this season's KSM model. Don't usually ride them, but I'm making an exception. You know what I thought when I saw it? Also, subtle flex. Guess what I did last night? You know what I thought when I saw it? Is I thought, you know what this thing is? It's scruffy. It looks kind of scruffy. I like it. I like a good hexed undead eagle situation. It's kind of scruffy. Wait, did I get a rare? No, I didn't. I have rare scanner yelling at me, but my sound's not turned up that high. It's the running animation that sold it. Scruffy mount, best mount. Let me see. Wait, the RP walk is really funny. Look at him doing his little stomps. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if that's just what the run looks like when you slow it down. Me when I don't want to get out of bed, but I have to do it anyway. Someone Ruffleton's feathers. He's the best. I just got mine last night. We did a seat. I don't know, some kind of a seat. I still have 0 Skyreach. I got my Keystone Master having never set foot in a Skyreach key. Here, I'll come back and do the mount special. So there's more score left on the board, I'm sure. What am I doing again today? Oh, might be some fishing, might be some dells, might be some rares for the achievements. Yeah, little this, little that. Grumpy chicken. Looks like he's muttering obscenities with that walk. The rares I need for this zone, I need Necro Hexer Rosca over here. Would be nice. Oh, I got a sleepy moose in my office. And then this one down here. If I look at Light Up the Night, which I suppose we can track. For making a money out of you. For the Altar of Blessings, I specifically need to fish up the Shark Idol. So some fishing would work towards that. For Tallest Tree, I just need those last two rares. I'll go have a look at the other one. Found I really like summon random favorite mount. Put a every new mount I get is a favorite, so it's always a surprise. Yeah, I like doing that too. It's nice that it will summon a mount that is. It's nice that it'll summon a mount that's whatchamacallit, appropriate for your area. So like if you're underwater and you press it, it'll summon a swimming mount. Usually, if you're in an area where you can't mount and you press it, it'll summon like your unsuccessful prototype fleet pod if you have one, which is funny because it's a mount that just goes walking speed. It's like, well, you said you wanted a mount. Can I interest you in this one? I've never heard of this fishing school before. I want to try this one. What is this? This is a Viscous Void. I'm still figuring fishing out. I read a guide. There's too many fish, man. There's 20 different types of fish in Midnight, and in my personal opinion, that's just too many. 20? Are you kidding? Oh, hey, look, I got a patient treasure. Isn't that exciting? Oh, I got a pet. Oh, I was thinking a bubbly snapling. What is that? One of the 20 fish? No, it's cute. I think. Let me see. That's lucky. Bubbly snapling. Let me summon him. Is he cute? He is cute, actually. Would you look at that? Oh, for the Void Storm meta, you have to avoid the thing that chases you in the sky for 60 seconds. I'm scared to even try. It's a total pain. I did it yesterday, and when I tell you I was cranky about it, oh my gosh. I did it on stream. And there's like strats where you fly super high to like aggro it, and then you angle down so that you pitch down just like a little bit, and then you dolphin dive, and also there's a strat where you're kind of banking, like you're holding. Oh, kitty, are you all right, honey? Sweetheart. That was a bonk. I didn't know you were jumping up. I would have pulled out my chair more. How are you? You got the little Tweety birds? Doo -doo -doo -doo. Hi. Kitty's very stoic. Baby girl. I'm so sorry. It should only be 8 types of midnight fish, 2 per zone. 20 is just a lot. And like it seems like half of them are worth nothing. And you can throw them for a skill bonus, but I'm still trying to figure out if you're fishing from pools anyways, what the point of the skill bonus is. Like we're all trying to level up our skill. Oh, hang on, there's a rare over here. But you know, for what? Sit down to avoid blood hunters. Don't know it works, but it does. I heard there was something else you could do that would prevent them from spawning. You'd think that because they have like a special thing that can spawn that you would want them, but nope, they suck. And the other thing is Lucky Loa. I keep that you can craft a lure for them. I fish them up. The game's like, whoa, you caught a Lucky Loa, and they're worth like 3 gold. It's not that lucky. I think maybe in an earlier design of Midnight, they were more important for feasts or something. They don't seem all that good to me. Don't throw the fish back in. Hunters use some of them for making skinning lures. I feel like if a fish sells in the auction house for like a gold, I can throw it in. I can like if hunters want them, they're gonna have to pay more than that. Anything that is that bereft of value, I feel like I can probably just chuck. But also, it's a 30-second buff. Like, is it... I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Some of the fish are quite valuable. I like these. But, I don't know. I'm just kind of... The scope here seems to vary wildly. Like, this is an 88 silver fish. Sure. You know what? Have it. And, like, the fact that some of the rare fish, or most of the rare fish even, are so worthless compared to the right kind of not rare fish. I suppose it just depends on what the fish is for and if it has another use. It seems like the filleted version of it is pretty whatever. Yeah, Lucky Lows, gold 50. Not so lucky. I put this Dory Swarmers in my bar because it was only 1 gold per, and I'm thinking, yeah, I could probably just chuck those back in. The warping one's kind of fun. I might use that for 9 gold. I might just use it. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit of gold. I'm mostly hoping for fun things to drop. I like my bubbly snapling. I think I might come up with a name for him. Katie, what should I call him? Also, do you want down already, honey? Is this it? Is this your cameo for the day? Here, you gotta say hi to Kitty before she leaves again. She's out of here. Okay, alright. I got you. I know. And she's off. One's used for the skinning lords. It feels like they accidentally use the petrified roots in all the feasts instead of the fish more in the non-vegetarian ones. Yeah. I thought that, and there's like a feast that uses Eversong trout or something, and I thought at least those would be valuable, and they're not bad, but they're not, I guess it must be the skinning fish that are valuable. It's just weird. Okay, so that was my checking on the rares in the zone. If I want to check on the rares in the other zones, I don't think I need Eversong, actually. For Forever Song, I'm missing the party invites and nothing else, so I'm functionally done with that. I just need 2 more weeks worth of weeklies. So I need to check for rares in Herondar and Voidstorm. Voidstorm rares, let's do that first, because Voidstorm rares, if I find them, I have quite a few left to go, but if I get all of them, then I'm actually done with that particular achievement. Just fish, worry about everything else except the crafts and the bloodfish later. All the cool fun drops has seriously oversaturated the market. 4 times as many people fishing. Yeah, that's probably a big part of it. Here we go. If I'm looking at cooking, my cooking skills, there's a lot of... I feel like someone had a lot of fun coming up with like names for all of this, which is great, but like... Does anyone else feel like there's way too many recipes here? Most of these are not going to be for anything. Most of these are just kind of dead space in your journal, right? They're just... I don't even know if you're making them to level up. Maybe. Anyway. I'm going to Voidstorm and I'm going to look for... I'm going to Voidstorm. I'm going to look for rares for a second. So many people trying to get them out. For all the people I've heard of trying to get them out, I have yet to see one in the wild. I'm sure some people have gotten them out. I have yet to notice one, and maybe I'm just not eyeballing other people's mounts enough. I have yet to notice one just out and about. Have we brought up the topic of Inksy being some undead lady yet? No, I was doing keys last night, and I used a... Sometimes somebody will throw down one of the atomic recalibrators, and I'll pop on that just to re-roll your model. It's always fun. Especially because sometimes... I don't always do this in keys. Sometimes I do keys as myself. But sometimes it's hard for my friends to see me and my location when I am a gnome, and it is occasionally helpful for me to look tall during Mythic Plus in particular. Mount you get looks like a bird touched by Maldraxxus. Yeah, I like the bright teal feathers. I almost want there to be one more like intermediate color between those and the black feathers just to kind of help them blend a little bit more. But I do think it looks nice. We're gonna check down here and then we're gonna kind of like swoop up north to look for the rares that I'm missing for this one. This is the ultimate predator. I'm missing 5 rares, it looks like. That's a lot of them. Hi, Hazel. Hello, DeLuigi. How you doing? Definitely looks cool. There's another one for 3K, right? I'm pretty sure. If we're thinking, what are they called? Carrions? Oh, hang on. There's a rare. Okay. follow-up question. I think maybe I'm going in here. I hope this is it. I really hope this is it. Yes, okay. I don't think this is the one that I need, but I'll kill it anyway. Might be enough to motivate me to go for 3k. I think 3k is going to be substantially easier this season than it has been previously. We've been plus 2ing all of our 10s. I think the only reason we haven't pushed for higher than 10 is just because we're getting all of our 10s in for the moment. Getting everybody 2k. The other nice thing about having 2k is I now have an extra catalyst charge ready. Although I don't have anything, I refuse to catalyze anything that's not hero track. And I don't have any other hero track items that are catalyzable in a tier slot. So I guess I'm just waiting. We'll see how Vault is this week. I gotta do one more 10 key. I think I'm gonna try and do it tonight. Literally just one more 10. Oh, hang on, I need this rare. And then I'll have a third vault option at... Perfect, okay. We've tagged it. A third vault option at myth difficulty. Already almost 2400, which is nuts. Looked up the fishing mount, another BC style nether drake. Why is that so popular? I think just because it's a mount you can get from fishing. It's always a popular format. People love a patience grind. Love the new models for those birdies. I think they could have made the mount anything and people still would have ground it. Maybe not if it was a ground mount, I guess, but if it was flying, I think it was going to be a gimme. So now we're down to 4 that we still need. I wonder if it's harder to find them on a weekend or not really. Nether drake rep grind's still a pretty big pain, time commitment. The one thing that might get me off this mount is it is making non-stop eagle noises, and they're cute, but like it's happening a lot. It's a loud mount. How's it going? Hi, Just Avery. It's going pretty good. Getting awake. Getting going for the day. Forgot the name of those creatures. I hope they come up with a way to make ground mounts relevant again. Yeah, if it's a ground mount, I'm never seeing it. I am making a point to have cute ones kind of somewhere on my bar. Maybe not here, but in my healing spec at least. So that I can ride them in dungeons. Like if I'm in a Mythic Plus key and there's an area where we're riding a mount, I'm specifically pulling out a ground mount instead of just riding a flying mount on the ground. Because that's the only place I'm ever going to see them. And I was looking through my journal and I noticed I have a trading post mount that I'd completely forgotten about. And it's this one. And I forgot that I love it, and I need to bond with it more. So I was writing this in dungeons last night because I couldn't not once I'd noticed it. I completely forgot about that. I don't remember if it was a fill the bar reward or if I bought it or what, but it's my best friend now, and we're living with it. Ooh, I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that one on my hunter. That's a Delph story that I actually need. I also need to pop by Herondar and check for rares. So let's do that. Would have been cool for it to be an underwater mount. He's so cute. If he could fly, we'd see him all the time. This is so sad. Ekibus, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. The other ground mount that I had been using in dungeons was the Grove Worm thing.
It is vital to our mission that you secure it.
I think it's a Grove Crawler. It was one of the Herondar mounts. It was a gimme, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember doing anything hard for it, but it's just a cool model, and I was like, I'm never gonna see this thing if I don't use it right now. Demon Hunter said, "Focus, guys, it's an easy time," and proceeded to die nearly every pull in Mysara Caverns. Was he tanking? Or were they tanking? Tanking seems dangerous. Oh, DPS. Oh, well, there's that too. Maybe it's just being a demon hunter that's dangerous. My normal tank is pretty safe, but anybody else is in danger.
This world is dangerous, but
in
so are we.
We're still getting them done though. Timers seem really generous. The only time that I ever use underwater mounts is the Twin Peaks BG. Specific spot you need to go through water. Would be cool to have another underwater mount. Not saying the season is that hard, but I think the Mythic Plus is easy free go run 10s message has maybe been heard a little too well. I think that it's objectively easier than it was before, but if you weren't, somebody might get, if previously you were doing 2s and 4s, maybe now you're doing like 6s and 7s, you know, like it's not that just anybody is gonna be able to time a 10 on their first try, but people that, you know, like it's easier, but it's not, I guess free gets a little, oh hang on, I need this one, where is it? It's over here. I think I need this one anyway. No, I've killed this one before. Turned 38 today, starting to feel old. Happy birthday! Fred compensated us for Thor within season 1. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Which ones do I need for this? Oh yeah, I need to check for the thing too. Oh no, I did all these. Never mind. I have all the rares in Herondor. I don't need any more rares. What I do need is I need to be keeping an eye out for the Claw Enforcement World Quest. So if I look at World Quest tab, I can see it is not up currently. So we can get out of here. Let's go home. I guess I can Argentina key. 38 through 28. Yeah, you're only as old as you feel. Although, feeling old is valid. I am a couple years behind you, but I'm becoming increasingly aware that my body and feeling good in it and my mobility is only going to be as good as I use it. So if I need to make sure I'm continuing to like exercise and stretch. Oh, this is kind of cute. I don't have this yet. Yeah, I want that. Hang on.
Carry you.
I never did my Argentina quest, so this works out. Fortunately, 28 is the new 40, so it's kind of a wash. Wait until you're in your 40s. I'm hoping, and I guess I'll have nothing to compare it against. My dream is that if I continue to like exercise and stretch and do yoga and whatnot, then I will feel better in my 40s than I would have otherwise had I mainly stayed stuck to my couch. I will have no way to verify whether or not it worked, though, because I can't be two people at once.
Insects, you dare trespass into my domain? Your arrogance will be purged.
Heading this way. I can't believe I almost missed this. This is a very cute piece of decor. I could see myself using that. I like vines. Well, but it's a fairly privileged position to be in, to have time to do that kind of thing. Lots of people live lifestyles and work jobs that do not give them the time and space to do that. We're heading up the hill. And we're looting herbs? Gardening? This does not seem like a great place to pick wildflowers. Oh no, they have them. There's stuff growing in here. Imagine that. Great idea. Keep moving. My grandpa always told me that. Should have listened. I have done yoga classes with a variety of people, and a lot of them are older than me, and a good chunk of them are much older than me. And it's really kind of hammered into my brain that aging is mandatory, and your body will not be the same as you age. That's just fact. But there's pretty incredible things that are possible if you continue to push yourself within boundaries as you age, especially as your body goes through different changes. Growing up, there were a lot of ladies in their 60s and 70s that were stronger than me that I look up to a lot. I would like that for myself. I would like to keep working on that. I don't, if possible, and I know life doesn't always leave it up to you, but if possible, I would like to avoid my body becoming a prison to me. When I was in college, the older folks using the university gym were in better shape than I was and would sigh as they passed me on the track because I was in their way. Alright, so we can just go back. This is nice and fast. I appreciate that these aren't super grindy, they're just kind of cute. Torval Dean still figure skating, 65, 67 years old. 63, runs 17 marathons, bunch of other things, didn't start till later in life. That's incredible. People on the chairlift, 70 plus, still ski regularly. Incredible to me. Cue the Hazel anime training montage to get swole. I think I've come to understand that I'm never going to be swole. It's not something my body takes to naturally, and I don't want it badly enough to push myself to get there. Fit's good though. We like fit. We work
You're not
towards
sitting
fit.
near the fire?
Nah, girl. Not since
Give
Hydra
me this
and
one.
the Firelands.
Oh?
Perfect.
I didn't know you fought with us there.
All the druids were there.
So I was gonna. This will take me back to Silvermoon, right? They just. Okay. Oh yeah. So it's a 15-minute cooldown, but it will speed me back in Silvermoon. I had a brief moment where I wanted to get ripped. I had just finished watching Physical 100 and then the Summer Olympics like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Whoa, that's so cool! I can do it!" And I was all ready to have my gym era. And then I picked up yoga, and then I just did that instead. I guess I can put a couple more things in. I've got lots of this adventure gear. If I ever do get another alt leveled up, it's gonna be nice to be able to pop them into some stuff. This is an auction house. I always do that. I go into the auction house assuming it's a bank. It is not a bank. It just kind of looks like the bank. The auction house is the south one. The bank is the north one. Come on, get it together.
My goods are one of a kind.
Warbank. There we go. Warbank gear. Yeah, this is filling up. If I organize it, will it organize by armor type? Kind of, yeah.
Return when you need.
So much work to be jacked. A commitment, lifestyle. Salute people who do it. Happy with my 3 times a week. Got a couple of blue lines. Okay, I'm gonna do a delve. I'm gonna get on my hunter. I'm gonna do that. I think it's the Netherstorm one, or Voidstorm, that had a story that I needed for my Glory the Midnight Delver achievement. And also she badly needs more gear. Yoga's great. Keeps your mobility and flexibility up. Biggest thing. Your swole dudes unable to move well. There's kind of an interesting sort of balance between strength and flexibility or mobility, and it is true that if you train one of them really hard, you will give up the other to some extent. But it is also possible to find balance and a decent amount of both. That's what I liked about yoga, is that it is flexibility focused, but it's also strength focused. There's plenty of yoga that can help you build strength, especially if you're starting from nothing like I am. What am I doing? I'm going to Voidstorm. Let's just take a portal to Silvermoon from the middle here. But yeah, too much of anything isn't good, but whatever works for you. Whatever you enjoy enough to keep doing is the main thing. I'm gonna come here. As spring starts to kind of sort of start to spring, I've been trying to get in my garden and like just clean things up and do some weeding and whatnot. And it turns out trying to figure out how to keep good posture but also work in your garden on the ground level is kind of hard. I have a kneeling board. I'm trying to be aware of how I'm treating my knees and my back when I'm doing this, because there's probably a world in which you're doing it in like a nice exercise way and not like a horrific back ruining way. But it's tough when things are like all on the ground. I'm going to Voidstorm, I'm pretty sure. I think I have 3 keys. Yep, not what I expected. Grudge Pit, we've done. This one is, oh, Darkway. I probably need that too. Glory the Midnight Delver. Pink Flake, thank you very much for the 58-month resub. Hazel plus drops twice as nice. Have you seen the knee seat? It's awesome. I want one. Not verbatim, but I might have. I've seen like stools that you can kneel on or sit on. I just have like a foam board that I throw down to kneel on, and that helps. I'm also not afraid to just like wear kind of crummy pants and then just like sit in the dirt. That helps. I just do a lot of laundry when I come back in. So Delve Lore Master for the Darkway. No, I have Ogre Powered already. I only have 1 story and it's that one. Oh, okay. Voidstorm is. Gardening seems kind of brutal in that regard. Yeah. It's so nice though. You're outside. You're making like a visible difference in the area that you're working on. There's always something new happening. Do you like my wife? She points, makes me dig hole and plant. Oh, part of me wants to try to train my dog to dig the hole for me, and then the other part of me knows that if you get him to start digging in the garden, he's not going to have discretion.
It is vital to our mission that you secure it.
Have pants with knee pads in them. Ooh, that's fancy. Spring is sprunk. Spring's trying to sprunk anyway. There's a verb. We're still getting some really wintry weather for the rest of the month, it looks like. It is what it is. It'll spring eventually. Morning, Hazel. How are you? Morning, Wombo Logie. There's got to be a better way to say that. How are you? Let's pull. We've got our 100 pets. Good. I'm gonna do I have a flask? Spend 1,000 gold in a flask. Flask of the, what did we have? Magisters is mastered. Maybe get a couple more of those. Chance of snow on Thursday, apparently. Yep. Feels, I don't remember March being this wintry. This seems like a lot, right? Oh well. It'll come around eventually. And then I think I have my weapon oil on still, so that's good. Do you have plans? Want to buy land, plant, grow all my own food, seasonings? Buy meat from local farmers. That sounds like a lovely dream. There's my new flask. Perfect. Gonna be like 5 Celsius. So excited, it's embarrassing. Do a little above freezing dance. Alrighty. So we've got a banner. We're on an 8. I'm grabbing my Valyria cheese buff.
One moment.
This is a story that I don't have yet, which is great because I'm getting achievement progress. I might get a little lost, and if I am stuck on anything, I'd ask just to let me figure it out. Let me ask for help if I really get stuck.
We embrace a new future.
Just for this one, because I have never seen this one before, and I like to kind of learn. People say my ideas are strange and unconventional, and to be fair, maybe they're right. My plan was simple. Bring in some crates of Lightbloom spores, release them here, and let their powerful light scour the place clean. Well, that didn't work. Now I've got my hands full with crazed Lightbloom creatures. They're multiplying like crazy, and the Dominar are actually turning them against me. Hilarious. Could you help me contain this mess before it spreads?
Is to be wielded, not feared.
I love the opera gloves with the apron and the glasses. He's kind of iconic. He looks like he should be producing like 2000s era European EDM music. I have beaten Elias on double question mark. I did it as a Shadow Priest. It was kind of underwhelming. He didn't do much. The only tense part was the end, and that was because my Valyria was almost dying for reasons beyond my purview. Groundhog saw his shadow this February. I am vaguely aware of that as a concept. I have questions about the execution of it. Doubting the spring thing. It's still sub-freezing where I am. Supposed to snow a lot this week. Yeah, I think it's late this year. The chin gear is perfect.
Stay here and recover.
What if that's the only lore character I get into? Whatever that guy's name was. He'll be my new idol for the whole expansion. So that was a Nemesis pack. That's funny. Okay. Key on that. You don't believe a U.S. East Coast-based rodent dictates the weather in March in BC? Do they have like a webcam on the guy? Does he live with somebody? How do they tell when he came out of his hole? Is somebody waiting for him? Do we have motion cameras? Like, what's the deal? I want to know the practical logic of it. Of like how they determine whether or not he saw a shadow. What if he just like saw like an eagle and was like, frick, you know? I've never, is it a ceremony? Do people dress up? I've heard about it as a phrase, but I have questions about if it actually, like, I'm confused. I'm not sure. I think it's a ceremony and not a wild groundhog. Because if it's a tamed groundhog, then he needs a name. They dress up. Yes, it's a ceremony. Okay, that's crazy. I was joking. What? What are the outfits? Are they robes? Are we culting? It sounds like we're culting. In March we do rodent cult. Old-timey top hats. He whispers to a man in a top hat.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
All right. I mean, it's not the craziest thing I've heard this year. Can't go that way. Have you watched the movie Groundhog Day? No, never. I've heard of the movie Groundhog Day. I didn't realize it had an actual groundhog in it. I thought it was about like a dude.
Precious gifts from the earth.
You need to watch it. Why? Why do I need to? I've made it 33 years without.
Precious
I'm doing
gifts
okay, I think.
from the earth.
It's a great comedy night. Yeah. I think this one's coming along. This must be a fairly straightforward one. I might be kind of lost in terms of the map of this place, but that's alright. I never know where I'm going to delve anyway. It's a funny movie, +1 recommend. It's about a man named Bill. Keeps repeating the same day.
I'll take that.
They go on a cart. Okay. I'm sure it's good. Did I get this crate? Oh, I didn't. I meant to. Zootopia 2 is good. I feel like I watched Zootopia 1. Did I know they were doing another one? Not sure. Also, hoppers. Okay, so we've done the crates. Let's do like a slightly bigger pull here. Let's get into trouble.
Be bolder.
Found it because it was available on the flight I took recently.
Now strike. Gather yourselves.
Nice. Not bad, prefer the original. Oh, Zootopia 2?
Stay here and recover.
I kind of expected this portal to do more. I thought it was going to be like an ethereal portal, and it just kind of boops me forward like a tiny bit. Oh, it gives me a copy of myself to fight. There's like a little echo of me. So it does slightly more than that. Not much. I like being able to mine the nodes myself. I don't know why it matters, but it's fun. I suppose after I get out of the delve, enough time will have passed that I can do another flyby, and see if I can find the rares I'm looking for. That might be good. I hope I get a good piece of gear in this character. She's gotten a lot of dupes. She needs a chest piece very badly. I guess I can check again to see if there's just like an adventure one. Actually, I might have an adventure one in my warbank. I should check my warbank. Anything would be better than the 183. Rabid Wargamer, thank you for the 5-month resub. Happy day. I hope you have a lovely Sunday.
Let's talk.
And then she's got some adventure gear, right? Yeah, adventure shoulders. You know, the rest of it's not bad, actually. Veteran, one piece of veteran gear, lots of champion gear. I've been complaining too much. I think she's doing fine. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay. We made it this far. This character has done her... She's already done her weekly map. I need to destroy some corrupted umbers, and I want as many Nemesis packs as I can get.
Gather yourself.
Just get for Ender coins. I'm saving up for the mount, I think. I want to be able to do LFR before reset. We're at 212 right now. Yeah, I was listening to one of my friends do LFR last night, And they were saying that, at least in the group they were in, LFR Twin Dragons is kind of a mess. And then they got tier, which they wanted, except that now that they have tier, like, you get a veteran tier piece, so you can't really, like, justify catalyzing that slot for ages, but, like, you're gonna be stuck with a veteran tier piece for a long time. And I guess it's good that you get your tier set bonus, but, man, I'd almost rather not get it. I'm glad that I got my LFR,
More than one way to
Alm
skin a beast.
trinket. I got a Chimeras trinket on my priest, because that's worth using. Corrupted Umber Roots. Once you get the 4-piece, the catacharges drop a lot. I guess that's something. They didn't change that, did they? I heard that that got changed. To be fair, I didn't really understand it that thoroughly in the beginning. I heard there was an adjustment there. I only have 2-piece on my priest, although I have an extra catacharge. And then I guess next week we're getting another catalyst charge, I think. So I'll get 4-piece next week, except I don't want to catalyze a champion piece. And I'm a little worried that's all I'm going to have to work with. Oh, well, I have to see. I don't want to catalyze a champion piece, but I might have to just to get 4 set. I don't even know how important 4 set is for Holy. I feel like it's not very. Shadow. It seems bigger for Shadow. Catalyze the champion, you'll get more charges after you have 4
Gather
piece.
your sense.
What if I don't get the charges to drop? What if they just don't drop? And then everyone's like, why did you catalyze your champion here? Only have 2, one's better, and I've made my 2. I'm interested. This thing's like really beefy. I've been fighting it for a while. I kind of thought that these wouldn't, if I have to do 3 of them, I didn't think they would be this hard. Haven't seen a single token of my type drop last week. Saw 2 drop in LFR, which I lost. Learned that even at 20 people, it's possible that a boss just not drop any tier at all. Yeah, it can happen. We had heroic bosses dropping like an unfortunate amount of gear that wasn't for anybody. Like we don't have any rogues or anybody that would use Adu-daggers, and we got at least 1, if not more than 1 Adu-dagger out of heroic, and it's hard because like the heroic raid gear is good. we need it. It sucks to have to shard it. That was the one downfall of when the loot system changed. It used to only give you stuff that your raid group would need, but that kind of led to raid stacking. Raid's got almost 0 cloth drops, but our leather and mail folks kitted out. Yeah. I've had 1 piece of loot from raid so far this season. I got a pair of boots, which I appreciate. I'll take it.
Gather yourself. I'll take that.
Yeah, this is an 8. I'm not doing weapons in this character. I'll get stuff out of Vault though. My priest gear is feeling pretty good. I recrafted my staff yesterday before keys. So I have a 280 whatever crafted staff, and I'm happy with that. It's embellished and whatever, so I can use that for basically the rest of the expansion. I'll recraft it every season and then just call it a day. No more weapons. It's Legion for me.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
I wonder if there's like an ability I'm supposed to be using on these guys to make this better. Sometimes in a delve when I'm fighting something for a really long time, there's a mechanic I'm missing. This delve is Sunkiller's Sanctum. It's in Voidstorm. I need this one for story, and also my hunter needs gear pretty bad.
Stay here and recover.
Oh, that beam really killed my pet. There is one more delve that has not been released yet. We do not yet have Parhelion Plaza. I'm expecting that to come out with the Marching Foldenos raid, which I think is next week, right? I'm hoping. There we go. Oh, that is the end of it. Okay, that's why they took so long, is because that was basically the last boss. So that got me my Sunkiller Sanctum stories, which we appreciate. Let's go loot our treasure. If we can find our treasure. Where's the treasure? There's the treasure. How come the Mark of the World Soul enchant still 25k? Wish we could have prey inside delves. That would be fun and efficient. Oh, that would be crazy. Okay. Nemesis box. Maybe trunk. Trunk. Champion crests. How's this character doing on champion crests? Lots of headroom, but she could also upgrade a bunch of stuff too. All right, come on, chest piece. That's not a chest piece. That's a ring. I did have a veteran ring, so I can wear it. That's good. Won't say no to that. At least it's not another weapon. I'll just replace the veteran one. Get out of here. Check and see how many undercoins I have. This character's got 2 more keys? Yeah. So she does still need to do more delves. Could do some today. Keep forgetting we have a new raid Tuesday. It feels so late in the season for like, I guess preseason was really long. And then the fact that it'll be like our 3rd week of Voidspire, I guess. Oh, if it is soulbound, I don't actually super know. Oh yeah, I got a hero belt when I had a hero belt, and it's literally the same one. That was heartbreaking. I guess it procced a socket. My old one didn't have the socket. I don't think I need this. Warbound cloth gear. This cloak has no speed. Feels weird not disenchanting stuff. This character is herbing and mining. A lot of weapons.
Rest well.
Abundance events getting old already. At least they don't take a ton of time, but yeah, they're not my favorite thing. Means I'm levels like 257 or so. Something like that. I was gonna do something. I was going somewhere. Don't technically need that one, although we could just do it. For gear. And for, what, Delve Journey Progress? Yeah, we're at 4. Same with the Voidstorm Weekly. Get back to my priest and check and see if any of the rares I need are up now. Could happen. Getting luckier. When I get down to just like 1 or 2 rares, I feel like I can just camp them. Oh, my shrimp is out. You can't see it because it's very, very tiny and it's kind of far behind me, but Shrimpo's out during the day. This is a big deal. When I bought aquarium plants and shrimp and a snail a couple weeks ago, the bag with the shrimp had like a little tiny sprig of plant stem end up in there by accident. And all the plants that I bought were like, they're great, but they're pretty expensive. And the sprig was just like an accident, but like I put it in my tank and it's growing roots and now it's growing leaves and I'm like, I got one for free. I'm like really invested in the success of this. I don't even know what it is. I don't recognize the leaves on it at all. It's a bit of Voidstorm. But I'm like really invested in it. I've just been letting it float so that it's closer to the light source for now, and it's been putting on some leaves and roots. Yeah. 260 actually. Apparently it's gone up a little bit. 260 is my main item level. So keep free clipping. Yeah. I want some more, but I want some specific stuff. And I gotta wait for them to have it. And then I gotta find out if they have it before I go all the way out there, because it's kind of a hell of a drive. We need this one, this one, this one. Right? 4. Erindi, Queen of War, A&L, and Territorial Void Scythe. Maybe one of them's like in this mess? No. Oh, down over there. Queen of War, Territorial Void Scythe, A&L, and then there's Erindi. Those are the rares I need. Decided to finally break my streak of no ults. Made my first Holy Priest ult. Excellent choice. Very nice. You like it? I've been thinking about if I was going to have an ult for keys to DPS. What do I want to do? And the answer is I don't know. No, it's dead. No. Someone already got here first. Sad. Jordan, thank you very, very much for the gift subs. 5 whole gift subs just for me. Holy smokes. Appreciate it. Wow. Oh yeah, I wanted to see what the 3K mount looked like. I figured it was another carrion. Oh, it's like a... So Keystone Legend, which is 3K, it gives you like a polar zombie bird. It's a white one. Albino. Nope. No luck there. Feel like I need to keep an undergeared ult around all season to have someone to push prey and delve journeys who can still use the gear. Yeah, it's nice when you actually need the gear. I don't know what I would want to play if I was gonna DPS a key. And I could play anything. I actually don't know what the answer to that is. No, I missed it! I gotta get ahead of this curve. I didn't need that one, but I don't have any rare mounts. Anything that I can get, I'm happy with. No, that one's not up. I'm pretty spoiled. I expect to just roll up and find it. Druid? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if there's anything. I was trying to think through all the options. Do I want to be ranged, melee? Oh, there's a rare anyway. Oh, this guy's like beefy. I don't know about the elite rare when I don't need him specifically. I guess he could drop me something. I feel like a lot of people fly by these unless there's like a group doing them. Hit level 90, completed Lore Master 236. What do I do now? You're at a great item level for Prey and Delves. You can work on... You'll be getting great gear from both of those things. I would do Prey first because it's going to give you some keys for Delves. Your 4 weekly events will also give you keys. Another one that's also elite. I don't need that one. I need this one. I play on North America, NA. Enjoying Feral Druid, still melee, different rotation. Feel for my warrior. Oh. What race of druid do you have? Nobody here. High Mountain? Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to bring a pet class into a dungeon, even though I know they've smoothed out a lot of... Oh. I just entered the raid. I did not mean to do that. Or I tried to enter the raid. They didn't let me enter the raid. Right? Yeah. Playing with this on... I'm playing with you on a second screen. Keep looking for the rare when your alarm goes off. Yeah. I wonder if I should camp. And that one that I was just at... Oh, hang on. In order to spawn the NPC, you have to interact with the Crown of the Lost Queen. Which is probably also like a rare spawn thing that's not always up. Is this a pet that I need? Void Crawler? Yeah. Do I have a Void Crawler? I'm so behind on my midnight. Oh, I don't. I need it. Hang on. Come here. Nice. I'm behind in my midnight safari. My main is at level 260. Average 263. Might have a couple more upgrades to send. This is my main. I'm a holy priest, and I have a shadow spec set up for questing and rares and whatnot. I was trying to make another transmog set last night, and I just didn't. They always end up looking the same. I end up using the same like 2 or 4 robes. I'm not that original. Alright, so that's Voidspire, so don't go in there. Crown of the Lost Queen. I guess I can look this up and find out more about it. I don't know much about this rare, and I'm gonna need it at some point. Let's check Wowhead, shall we? And then I have to decide after I'm finished checking for rares. Do I want to fish? Might be chill to fish. Do I want to try another delve in my hunter? Click on a crown to spawn. Behind the building, not on the cliff, there will be a crown that spawns to summon her. So it'll be kind of down here, but it does have to spawn. The mount is chirping. It's a lot. This is kind of a noisy mount. There's another wood crawler. Any updates to Noble Garden this year? I'm also curious about that. I feel like we've had a few updates to it lately, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't do more. Oh! Did it just spawn? Oh, it just spawned. This is terribly exciting. I need this one. Ah! She's cute! I didn't expect it to be a jellyfish. With a crown. I love her. I have no plans to update my DBM voice pack. I'm just gonna send it quietly into the soft night. Adventure rings are nice for... I mean, let me get set up. Yeah, instead of a man award, it's a queen award. Perfect. So now I only need, I believe, 3. This one was dead on the ground, so I feel like it's not coming up in a hurry. I could maybe try to camp this north one. I might just like go hang out over there. I got lucky enough for that one to spawn. Maybe it could happen again. I need the Void Scythe, A&L, and Rundi. Any way to track fishing spots? I don't think so. I was looking into that last night. I think you just have to notice them. I don't even know what they look like, but they won't show up on Find Fishing or anything. Oh yeah, he's up, but we don't care about him. Slash target hyper compressed ocean target. Angler works? Let's see if there's any info about this rare. It is a broken. Respawn time 17 minutes, respawn time 45 minutes. Probably just comes up around here. We could wait it for a little bit. Where did you fish at the Snapling? I think I was in Zul'Aman. I was just fishing out of a puddle. I got the a chest to spawn, a patient treasure chest spawned behind me, and that's where I got it. I still need to give it a name. Got a bubbly thing. I would fish here while I waited for this rare if I could. Chomps. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I've been slowly but surely filling in all of the gaps in my bars with pets that I want to summon. Anglerodon has a feature to help track them. You set it as a hotkey, but you're flying around, just spam it. Oh, because it's like a target thing, huh? Oh, interesting. Alright. Slash tar hyper compressed ocean target. I'm gonna make a macro with this thing that Perk put in chat. See if I can get anywhere with it. Although I don't really want to leave this area. Scowl will mark with a skull, place sand. Gotcha. Well, I feel lucky that I got at least one treasure chest already with like a thing in it. My fishing's not that high yet. I think I just got a bit lucky with that one. Oh, the rare's up, the rare's up. This is what I've been waiting for. It's working. My plan. I was lucky. Also, he's like dead right there. Maybe he... No, that's not it. That's a different thing. No, that is him. Rare seemed pretty forgiving spawn time-wise. Very good, very good. I'm gonna go camp another one. I'm gonna camp the one that I didn't see dead recently. So if I saw that one, I'm gonna go hang out on by A&L Blackstar, who is an aberration. And there's a cave entrance. Let's get a map pin for the cave entrance. We can just go wait. Oh, hang on. There's a thing. There's a thing. Although, I don't see where the thing was. Hang on. I want to try the fishing thing. I just have a macro. Oh, there it is. Weird. I've never seen one of these before. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a jerk am I for fishing this when there was somebody already here? Reminds me of the ice fishing from Dragonflight. Must be different for classes, have to stand so close to these to fish. Shells, thank you very much for the 62-month resub. Oh, it isn't like a normal fishing mode, they despawn after time instead of cast. Oh, that's good, okay. Never mind the fact that I was fishing from it before I knew that. Let's just not worry about that. Oh, I need this one. This is a pet I need. Gimme. Good day for pets for me. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I can see myself flying around, like, mashing that key trying to find those things. Oh, there's another one somewhere. Are there a lot of them? Is it pretty normal to find them? I got a target on it, but I don't know where. I have target tracking on my mini-map, but I must be... Oh, there it is. With the fishing bubbles so you can place them down when using them. I have 125 items of those things to summon from fishing for my egg. I like how this is lumber. Alright, we're fishing. Personally wish the fishing pools worked like that too. Yeah. Almost full hero gear, but I have a blue chest don't drop. Yeah, I had a hard time. Got a gray. There's one long stretch of this zone that always has at least one vortex. You can just fly back and forth. But, so this is a grind that would be better for me to do after I have capped out my midnight fishing skill. Is that correct? That's right. I'll get not no gray items, but less gray items. Because I'm getting a lot of gray items. And my midnight fishing skill is pretty far from finished. Heard a guy got them out at 220. Was just leveling it. That and having the grand line. Yeah, I was working on it, sort of. I have a few pieces. Don't think it matters since WoW has people reporting they got it less than 100, right? But if I wanted to, like, earn gold from fishing up actual fish instead of grays, then it would be helpful to have the skill. You don't get fishing skill from fishing these, right? Yeah. Alright, well then I'm out of here. See ya. I'm gonna go camp that rare that I'm looking for. Should be a map pin for her cave entrance. But max fishing about 50% gray still. Okay. Oh, she's up too. Okay. Is this the cave entrance? Yes, it is. Yes! Oh, this is so good. It's gonna mean that the only one I need is gonna be the one that was dead. But I guess I can just camp it. It's a lot of gray for max level. Perfect. So this, the Void Scythe, is now the last rare that I actually need. So let's go sit on it, really. Because this would get me my Yelling into the Void Storm achievement. It would also give me the opened Dominar storage crate decor. Which I don't know that we would use, but I don't know that we wouldn't. I saw this thing dead earlier. I think it was just like sitting on the ground over here. I think this is the spot. Any fishing to do around here? In the meantime, no? Okay. The other rare looked like it was up again, even though the last one that had spawned was still dead on the ground, which made me think that it's not so bad to camp these. 330 fishing, and the purple rod still getting 75% graze from those. Oh, not the purple rod. That's brutal. I got a blue rod, because I figured if I did get enough of the abundant stuff for a purple thing, maybe a different profession. Do you still feel the same? Enchanted and excited when you get new decor? Yeah, I think so. I feel less like it's possible for me to ever catch up. When it first came out, it was so new and there was only so much decor that I felt like, oh, I can get all of it. And now there's so much decor that I'm like, I'm never going to get all of it. I'll always take a +1. There's a tiny part of me that's worried that if I have such a wide variety of decor, it's going to get kind of annoying for me to find what I want when I'm just scrolling through my list because the list will be so big. It's like when I'm trying to make a transmog and I have 48 pages of cloth chess piece to scroll through. Nothing to really do about that though, except for hope that they add better indexing, I guess. What am I going to do? Not collect decor. Respawn time seems to be around a half an hour for this, apparently. So it'll make a better decor menu add-on. I'm sure something like that would happen eventually. I don't need to camp this, but I kind of want to. I do want to. I'm gonna sit here. I'm just gonna farm anything that I can get to in the meantime in the area. It's the last rare I need in this zone. This transmog is infinite storage, but decor has a max number of items. Yeah, I wonder if I'm ever gonna end up in danger of running into that. Doesn't really tell you, does it? Like how much you have versus what your capacity is? At least not just like on your regular thing. Let me turn Homebound on. What's the Mount Journal Enhanced Team up to? This is the first time I've loaded Homebound since Midnight came out. Oh man. You know, it's not so bad actually. There's only 5 things to unlock from there. Yeah. It's nice that I can preview them. Oh, yes! It's up! Wow, this isn't so bad. Maybe I should camp the rest of them that I need in other zones? I think it's literally just Zolomon after this. I think I have the rest of the rares. I think I need 2 in Zolomon. And I think I should just camp them if it's going to be like this. Woo! 1 open Dominar storage crate and a couple of achievements. Nice. Voidstorm, done. I didn't think Voidstorm would be the easy one. That's funny. Let's go to Zolomon. It is possible to remove an item from decor storage. You can delete copies of something if you do collect too much of it and you want that storage space. It is possible to in your decor catalog, you can... Okay, I don't remember how, but it is possible to delete stuff. Let's head this way. I'm cleaning out all the meta achievements, one after the other, just lacking Herondar and Eversong because they're time-based. Yeah, they all spawn in less than 15 minutes now. That must have been adjusted then. I thought some people on Wowhood were getting unlucky. That's better than the old reports were. Deleting some from inventory when I had a few copies. I was a little nervous about the ones that drop in delves because I've got quite a few of them already and we're still pretty early into this expansion. And if I'm going to spend the rest of this expansion running delves, I'm going to end up with like an awful lot of blooming forges or whatever, blossoming forges. Now let's go see this one, Necrohexer. Razka. The delve ones for the biggest offenders. Because, yeah, if I get it, I just learn it. Yeah, no. Found it a spot. Doesn't seem to have anything too special. I'm sure we can just go hang out. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find something to fish while we're waiting. I need some more Sojourner achievements for Lore Master at midnight. Some of these I'm really like a good chunk done. I should really just buckle down and do it. Maybe it drops every run is too much? Maybe, but like there's a random one. Oh, passing on 75% of the dungeon decor. At least that you can pass on. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Because if somebody did want a lot of copies of it, that they would need to do that dungeon a lot to get extras. But yeah, if I have one copy of something from like a dungeon or a raid, I don't roll on it again unless it was... I guess even if it was something that I felt like I really needed. Pardon me, I want to give somebody else a chance to get their first version of it. Right over here. I think the trick is going to be finding things to keep myself busy with while still being close enough to notice if the thing spawns. That's going to be the ticket. Bless you. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's a knowledge treasure. That's good. I'm still kind of winging my profession knowledge. I shouldn't be, but I am. That's where we're at. Gonna store them unlearned in an alts bank just in case. Extra decor. I'm trying to remember how you delete things. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. Maybe you have to be at your neighborhood or something to remove something out of your journal. Almost all the rares for achievements in the zone have a 30 to 45 minute respawn timer. That contradicts something someone else said earlier about them spawning in 15 minutes or so. I was finding them up pretty quick. I'm gonna hang out for a while and see if I can get lucky. Stick to my spot. It's possible that the spawn times might have been adjusted. They might be a bit more generous than they were before. 5 of 8 for these mounts. I've been playing casually. Think I've only gotten a decor once in a dungeon. Oh yeah. While I'm waiting, I can look through Homebound. Speaking of... Also, I need to relist my VOE. Speaking of... a little bit of gold for the fish. Not too bad. Nobody wants that. So if I'm looking, let's look at drops. Midnight. Miscellaneous. Oh yeah, the Pinterest thing. Oh, I don't have the Windrunner Spire one yet. That's funny. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to try to grind those because like we're talking about, I'm probably going to get it at some point throughout the rest of this expansion. So that one is Voidspire. The raid ones might take a little longer to get. I don't have March in Keldanos yet. Do we like these statues? Are people using those? It's kind of a neat concept, but I feel like over time we're going to end up with a lot of them. If every... I guess it's not every raid boss, it's every final boss. It's just that we have 3 final bosses this tier. I love this. That's the Blinding Veil one. I don't have that yet. They make nice mantelpiece ornaments. People are going to use those as Christmas ornaments. That's my Sara Caverns, okay. Professions, oh gosh, there's going to be so many new profession things. Great trophy room, yeah. Vendors. Classic ones were like for PvP, right? Oh no, those are going to be for the Pinterest thing, and then those are PvP items. This is PvP. Lots of things on the Midnight Vendors. So these are for Argentina quests. I like the ornaments idea. Prey has so many. Oh, the trophies? Yeah. Yeah, they really do. These are neat. So those are Argentina. This guy is the rep vendor for Silvermoon. I have some of them. This is Abundance. I don't have the Abundance decor yet. I feel like it's hard to justify spending the alloy on it. I guess I could always use an alt. I could always do Abundance and Dun Dun shards on an alt, and then just kind of grind out the cosmetics that way if I didn't want to use my main stuff. Yeah, this is an add-on that I'm using to browse decor. It's called Homebound. Breaks everything down by source, lets you preview it, lets you see where it's from and what it costs. Last night, we got to normal Crown of the Cosmos for the first time and did a blind pull. Got to the middle of phase 2 with most of us figuring it out on the fly. That's amazing. Yeah, Homebound's awesome. It's my favorite decor. There's a lot of add-ons that will catalog decor for you. This is my favorite one. Herondar stuff. Kind of nice for just browsing through to see what you might want. Oh yeah, these are the prey statues. Somebody out there is gonna do a chess set out of all these if they haven't done already. I know people were making kind of DIY chess sets already. Oh, the paintings, that's right. How come I don't have these yet? Is it just because I'm cheap? These like 5k gold paintings? I want everything for the points. Saw a house tour where someone recreated the Karazhan chest room. Oh, that's incredible. Wonder how long before they up the cap. Yeah. Oh, hey! Woo! He's here! Excited about this. Oh, the house level cap, yeah. Gotta be either 1205 or 12-1, right? What do I do after house level 10? Decorate. Either that or touch grass if the weather is good where you are. Oh, you need to finish the campaign quests that aren't out yet. Oh. Perhaps I should finish the campaign quests that are out so that I'm ready for the ones that aren't out yet. The other one was the game room, had a claw game, the plushies for the prizes to grab. Fun. Guessing 12-1, they'll let a couple house levels. I'm excited to get another Endeavor. We've like been capped on our neighborhood Endeavor.
Our beasts favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech bog. Help us gather more for the hunt.
They've got a lot of imagination. Yeah. People do. I don't know if I do. Okay. So this is where he's gonna spawn. So how do I want to keep myself busy in the meantime? What do I want to farm while I'm waiting? I'm not really close enough to do a lot of fishing while I wait. I could do some. Browsing WowDB for ideas, merging concepts. That's smart. Get some inspiration. Active guild crushes the Endeavor so quickly when people are doing dungeons. I think that this month was going to be the easiest month for an Endeavor for the rest of the expansion because a lot of guilds are going to have a lot of first month of midnight activity that they will never have again. It's not unusual for people to come and play for a little while at the beginning of the expansion and then kind of wash out until the next expansion. I'm sure we'll still get it all done, but maybe not quite as quickly as we did this month. I have lots of, I'm happy that I've just been kind of getting lots of coupons. I'm sitting on 427 plus whatever Ficus has, another 200. I got 600 community coupons. I could stock up on whatever it is that we want next anyway. More easy house XP, 3,500 placement curve. If I get Tallest Tree of the Forest, that gives me the statue, the Colossal Amani Stone Visage. Pretty engaged, planning on sticking around for a few minutes. I think it's a great expansion. All of the core content has been so fun to me. I like the zones actually a lot too. I enjoyed the zones in The War Within. I thought Hellafall was really pretty. I thought the Isle of Dorn was lovely, but for some reason these zones are just more fun to me. I don't know why. The rep and the events I could kind of take or leave. They're okay. I could do without some of it. But the actual areas themselves and like kind of getting out here and doing prey or going fishing just feels, it feels very WoW. And I know I'm playing WoW, so that's why, but like it's nice, you know. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's a bit too gimmicky. I was a fan of War Within, still tapered off after like 2 months. Didn't like how Herondar is a portal, when I know in the War Within it would have been integrated into the ring. Thought I was going to get a 250 ring or neck for this quest. Turned out, nope, takes 4 weeks. Hate time getting. Yeah, I heard that was going to be a month and I just decided not to do it. Whenever the 4 weeks is up, I'm not going to have it. I learned all that time on Nightmare Prey when the guy spawns with the beam, you have to run away, try to CC him, wondered why I always got nuked. I mean, anything that interrupts him will work. So you can run away and kite. You could also interrupt. I'm pretty sure you can also CC. I think I've stunned him before. I've used my intimidation stun on my hunter, and that should also delete it. You've got lots of options. But yeah, it will time out if you kite it. That's always safe. This expansion feels solid. I think they know it. The big advertising blitz they launched would be a flop if the content was bad. I don't know if they're ever going to put an expansion where they're like, yo, this is so much of a stinker that let's not spend any ad budget on it. Let's just let people forget about this one. I don't know if we're going to get there. I think they know people will buy it. I think the marketing budget must march on. Stunned, interrupted, still get nuked. That's unusual. That doesn't make any sense to me. But it's good that you found a way to work with it. I fear them. Sometimes my priest, I'll Psychic Scream as a last resort, and that works fine. Oh, it's up, it's up. Alright, achievement incoming. If you are in melee and you're stunning and interrupting it, it's possible you're clipping into it before it despawns. Hey. So now, I'm actually really close to making Amani out of you. I would just need to fish up the... Oh yeah, I guess I've done all the rares now. I would need to fish up the shark idol thing. We can just go fishing. There's fish. I liked fishing on the shore here because there's just lots of pools, and if you're just trying to skill up and get fish, there's plenty of pools to be fishing out of. I was like 80% sure the housing cartoon cinematic they made was gonna be a Super Bowl ad. The marketing blitz was that big. I also thought that. I was wrong, but I also thought that. I wonder where they did air it, if it got TV time or anything. Love my little raft I have. That's a good idea. I have some boats. I like the Kalawak boat, I think. Priest fishing works too. Love a good levitate. What is it called? Dinghy? It's a dinghy, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Tuskar dinghy. Because there's like fishing rafts and stuff, but this one is like a little boat. It's so cute. It's a little canoe. And it's got your tackle box right here. Come on, it's adorable. A little basket of fish. I should have a fishing transmog is what I should have. Why am I fishing in my sundress? I should be fishing in sweats with a backpack on. Hang on. This is important. So the Tuskar dinghy luckily has not really a cast time, so I can safely and freely recast it. I'm gonna make a transmog. How do you get that? Dragon Flight. There's an achievement, I think tied to a world quest. Here, I'll grab it. Wow, head page. Tuskar Dinghy is the name of the item. Yeah, River Rapids Wrangler is the name of the achievement. Collect 40 fish during one session of Rurik's River Rapids Ride. I need a fishing outfit.
I have just the thing.
Change name and icon. Fishing. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. Seeing if I can just like randomly find a fish. I guess a water one is okay. I feel like she needs either some shades or like a hat. Like a sun hat. Sun protection is very important when you're fishing. But I don't really want her hair to disappear, so I think we might end up with just some shades. I mean, that'll keep the sun off your neck. These were funny. Keep your ears warm. There you go. I don't know if the matching is too much. I feel like she needs big boots. For sure needs, there's a fish backpack. There's a little bag that has like some fish in it. This is clearly the most important thing about fishing. It's not deep sea treasure. It's a Tuskar fishing backpack. These guys, yeah. That one's nice. I don't think a staff is necessary. I also don't think it's going to show when I'm fishing necessarily. Maybe it will. If that was the case, I would just want it to be like a stick. Like a walking stick. I do have Nat Pickle's hat. I don't think it's going to show my character's hair though, which I think I want. This is not quite right, is it? What does she need? Is it all about the sweatshirts? I mean, in real life, this is not far from what I would go fishing in. You can't use a fishing rod in your mug, but you'll see it when you're actually fishing. I don't know if the sunnies are working. I don't know if those say fishing. I mean, I have all kinds of pirate hats. The beanie's kind of a fishing thing. The skull caps. It again hides your hair though. These are my fish finders. Oh, I do have Nat's hat. It's actually a hat in the journal. It's cute, but I don't know. There's no Mog that can't be improved with a fumigator mask. Wow, our hair clips right out of those. And maybe one day I'll make like a super old-fashioned Mog with some of these like really like these classic appearances. I feel like they're neat, and I don't see them very often. Alright, having seen all of my choices, I think I know what I want. Pirate hat would be peak. I don't want to hide her hair. I'm gonna do, I think, sunglasses, but the half shades. Like these. I think these boots aren't bad. I wouldn't mind them in an even grungier color, though. Do I have any, like, old boots that are just, like, big and brown and, like, folded over? Fell for a trap? Chose a lore video to fall asleep to. Got too invested in listening. Was up for 2 hours. That's fun. You know a bunch of stuff you didn't know before. I don't think I can Mog an offhand because I'm using a staff. There's great offhands. I'm sure there's something cool I could use. I think it has to be a two-hander, though. Unless I am wrong. I would love to be wrong. Had a pirate Mog my speed set, so it's really obvious before. Maybe those boots I had were the best boots. Why are they like this? Why are they so big? Those are funny. Yeah, I like this. Let's save it for now. No, there's no situation that's specifically for fishing.
Beware of Yeti.
Anyway, we can just use this. I don't love it, but it's okay. I lost my boat. There it is. I forgot what the icon was. This game needs flip-flops. There are some great sandals. I have some. No. If I'm fishing in real life, though, I'm wearing basically hiking shoes or boots. I want traction, and I want warmth, and I would like some degree of water resistance. But usually you just want something really grippy, so if you are kind of like climbing rocks, because I fish from shore. So you want to make sure you're not falling in the lake any more than necessary. You fall in the lake once and it's a funny story. You keep doing it and all of a sudden you're like a liability or whatever. Maybe I'll use the warping thing. That might be kind of fun. Supposedly it takes you to a place where you can fish. Usually. Haven't tried it yet. Fascinating, we just keep getting more Gurgle plushies as Twitch drops. Yeah, I thought it was funny that there was yet another one. I'll take as many as they have. My nameplate add-on is Plater. Using Plater. Let's try this. Those Vibram foot gloves are good, even if they look silly. Yeah, people like them. Oh, I don't want to be here. Can I port somewhere else? Is the answer no? Good for climbing rocks. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I don't know if Plater was broken at launch or not. It's working for me now. I had basically all of my add-ons turned off for a week or two at the beginning, so I think I missed a lot of add-on drama. I just re-enabled it when it came time to start raiding, I think. But it's been working really good for me. I'm happy with it. It's just more readable than the Blizzard ones. The Blizzard ones are better than they were, but they're not beating Plater for me yet. Floater jackets invented at UVic saved a lot of lives. I have not heard of that. I mean, PFDs are a thing. Like life vests, but I'm assuming that's not what you mean. Won't be surprised if we have 12 Gurgles by Christmas. One for each day of Christmas. So the fishing skill cap is what, 300? I have a lot of fishing to do. I'm less excited about using those teleport fish. I didn't really care for getting ported to the Isle of Keldanos. There isn't any fish there yet. Ordinary jackets turned into life preservers when they needed to, but you could just wear them. They were pretty nice. Nice. Yeah. If I ever went boating for fishing, I would wear PFD for sure. Maybe one day we'll do like fishing kayak. I don't have any like rack or mount for my car. And I wouldn't even really know how to install one if I wanted to. It's one of those things that's always been like a later me thing to look into. Because it sounds like fun. I think practically it would be kind of a mess. Have to figure out how people do that kind of thing. How much gear do you take? Do you stay in one place? Depending on where we go. We used to kind of hike around and fish each different spot for like an hour or two until we found a favorite spot. But if we found a comfy spot and it was working, we would just hang out. We'd take a decent amount of gear. We would both have a backpack. And then we would have like a cooler or like a freezer bag with an ice pack for packing back any fish. One backpack is like the fishing backpack that has like the lures and the gear. And the other one has, is just like a hiking backpack with just like a, you know, like extra jackets, snacks, water, that kind of thing. I am very not nice to future me. Oh, another one of these things. I read that there's a way to prevent these from... Here, actually, let me just look it up. Blood Hunter Spirit. There's something that you can do in Zolomon to prevent these from spawning. Aside from just sitting. Which also sounds like a good idea. I like my boat. My boat's cuter than just levitating, but if levitating's working, then it's working. Fishing. Where did I read this? I read it in the Midnight, or in the WoW Professions Guide. Let me look at it. Blood Hunter. If you find this annoying, craft an Amani Angler's Ward to prevent spirits from spawning for 30 minutes. The recipe drops from treasure fishing pools. Yeah. Let me see if those are, like, sellable. Amani Angler. Oh, they're like 10 gold each. Easy. Give me 5. Yeah, you wouldn't get a second Blood Hunter, but Blood Hunters are worth like 2 gold, so I think we're willing to forgo that. Sitting also works. Yeah. But then I can't be in my boat. I want to fish from my boat. My boats are all cute. Look at this. It's a one gnome boat. I guess I should find another fishing pool as opposed to trying to boat to one. Yeah, 10 gold for half an hour without having to worry about sitting, I feel like is pretty peak. One gnome boat, what is it, a shoe? Fits in her pocket. I can't believe I got all the rares for the achievement, I'm so happy. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Let's go here. Find the recipe from floating cargo pools. Yeah, I mean, if they're just 10 gold on the auction house, I feel like I could just buy 100 of them and then not worry about it for the rest of the expansion. Not super expensive. Yes! Alright. That's what we're after. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna finish fishing at this pool, and then I'm gonna go get my last... I'm gonna finish my Amon achievement, because we got our Idol of Peril. Happy with that. That wasn't so bad. That didn't take so long. Sacred Buffet Devotee. Let me remind myself exactly what we're talking about here. Congrats, Hazel. Thank you very much. Pleased with that. Wasn't too bad. And we did the rest of this already, so this is satisfying. This is gonna be nice and quick. Actually, I think I'm gonna get 2 achievements because one of them is just for getting the lesser. It's like the Penitent Troll. It's for getting all the lesser Loas. So it's specifically called Predator's Gamble. And that is for Halazi and Pool.
The pleasure is mine, Ashura. Wings of the eagle Loa.
There's the Penitent Troll achievement. Nice. You have a 25% chance to deal more damage, but you have a 25% chance to deal less damage. Okay. Alright, let's go hit something for a second. I'm glad there are other people who want to comment on Wowhead. I don't even have an account. It's kind of fun because if people... Wowhead has like an inbuilt achievement system. Nice. Where you can... If people are upvoting your comment, you get like achievements and stuff. Like it's kind of satisfying to have like a really highly rated Wowhead comment. I used to post pet battle strats, but also I think I used to post tips for rares and stuff like early in beta or whatever. And once I had like a good one that was useful, I forget for what, but it was like really satisfying. I would get a notification when I open up Wowhead being like, you got an achievement, everybody loves you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'd like to thank my parents. Alright. That's looking good. So now I think I'm down to basically just time gates and then whenever this world quest comes up. Hopefully that one's not too bad. So looking good for that. It's only 10:50. I think I ought to take a quick break. And then when I come back, maybe I will Do another Delve of my Hunter? That might be good. Alright, we'll be right back. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's just crank out a Delve or two. Let me just keep up with my keys. If I start falling behind on my keys now, I'm never gonna keep up on them for the rest of the expansion. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get a thing. And I feel the same way when I get that notification, immediately go see what I wrote in Wowhead. Alright. Doesn't matter which one I do, I don't think, because... It doesn't matter because I don't have any more stories that I can get. But we can get gear. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send some upgrades first. Because I'm not getting another hero piece until Vault. So I am just gonna risk it. I'm gonna send some champion crest upgrades. It looks like the upgrader's over here. Thank goodness for City Guide. I don't know my way around. Maybe another month and I'll know what's going on.
Honored to meet you.
Hey, what is champion track and needs upgrades? My weapon. We'll do that. And if we have hero crests, we can put them on to my one hero piece's bracers. Oh, and then belt, but my belt is upgraded, so I guess we can do that safely. She hasn't crafted anything. I don't know if I'm going to. Rings, both to 2. I don't know, maybe pants. She could catalyze 2-piece if I didn't mind catalyzing like a champion item on my ult. It would give me a good chunk of damage. These pants have leech on them.
Farewell.
It's tempting. I'll wait until Vault. I will wait until Vault, but then I will look into it. Because this character only gets 1 row of Vault because I refuse to do dungeons or raid on her. So she's either getting it from Delves or she's not. We'll do Darkquay again. See if we can do it a bit quickly. If we get really lucky, we can get a chest piece. It just hasn't been happening. You can get chest pieces from Delves, right? It's an option, I think. $3,000, $5,000. Trying to save up 10,000 undercoins for a mount from the vendor. That'll be good.
One moment. Stars guide you.
Oh, I did this one already. I think I'm still waiting for the achievement for all the epic. I need 2 more epic utility curios.
I'll staunch the bleeding. I'll take that.
I guess if I just brought my hunter to alt keys and I just got over it. Think about it.
Gather yourself.
I enjoyed fishing and I wouldn't mind doing more of it. But I think at that point I'm just grinding for the mount, and I think that's a big,
Your
big, big,
faith,
big
my
grind.
blessing.
Can't get a cloak to drop in my main, it's still adventure.
Stay here and recover.
Oh man, on your main too. At what point do you craft one? Is there a... Is there like a day where that time comes? I'm pretty lucky that I'm pretty sure my main got what she needed. More or less, anyway. I still need tier. I need 4 set on my main. That's her main thing. Could, but I'm stubborn. Everything else is like 256 plus. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, I forgot to check my warband. I guess I could maybe summon one in the thing.
Now
There might be like a mailed chest there. I guess I can always look. Can you summon warbanks in here? Yes, yes you can. Plate, leather, no! I have 3 warbound chests and none of them are mail. Boo. Oh yeah, I want to not linger in this because these things hurt. That's right. Yeah, it was worth a look. feel like my hunter pets are so squishy these days. I can't give you a hard time for not crafting on your main. I haven't crafted a thing on this hunter, and that would probably... I could craft a chest piece.
Your life is
It like extra sucks when it's a tier slot though.
Gather yourself.
Like if you could just... If your vault could just like spit one out. Hello Hazel and chat. Hello Milan. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. I'm doing more delves in my hunter. I'm trying to get some gear. Really squishy this expansion feels like. Yeah. I know you can heal them in delves by using like Valeera's healing potions. Those will heal your pet if you're a pet class. And then I've been trying to just roll my heal whenever I remember. And then I can use the exhilaration in a pinch, but even with that, it still seems like my pet dies a lot.
Your pain, my pleasure.
Hiding from the rain here. Sounds like a nice day to get cozy with some video games.
I'll take that.
I want to
My
clean
eyes
up
on
around
you.
my house and poke around with my aquariums today. After stream, I've got some laundry to fold. I've got some cleaning I could do.
Stay here and recover.
Do a couple water changes, a little water testing. See how my fish tanks do. I like to put in my AirPods and put on some music and just like tinker with my aquariums. It's a lot of fun. It's a problem when the aquarium just wants to be left alone. Some things you make worse and not better by tinkering. More care is not always a good thing. You need a fussy project. Okay, so we got the Sanctified Spoils. I don't know if I've ever had that banner summon a mob like that. I think in the past I've just looted it and it was like, okay, you get your stuff. Free loot for you.
Now
I like these little bell jars. They're very Beauty and the Beast. Let me love you and fiddle you. Leave us alone. Go away. I could turn my compost too. That would be good. It's still icy at night, but it's warming up during the day. Giving it a good fluff will help it along. Get some more compost ready for spring.
Stay here and recover. Your life is mine.
I wonder if there's something to do with those bell jars that I need to be messing with? They're cute. Should I stand in it? Is it a safe place to stand?
My eyes on you.
Oh, there's a little arrow over my head. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. It must be a good idea to stand in that. Starting WoW. Anyone in any servers want to recruit? Hopefully you find somebody. That's really nice of you to look for somebody to pair up with for the goodies. I'm happy that I've been getting my Valeera leveled up. I feel like in the last expansion, it took me so long to do my brand because I was being really lazy about it.
Gather yourself.
I think having her leveled early is gonna make Dells feel good, especially for alts. If I get any more alts started, Valeera can kind of carry them a little bit as they get started.
I'll
Maybe I should go that
the
way up the
bleeding.
stairs. Maybe I didn't need to fight this.
Now strike.
Yeah, this is the way we're going, I think. Here's our midpoint. Yeah, there's more aberrations in here. Come, come, come.
I'll take that.
I think next week I'll definitely want to do like my weeklies and Prey and Delves and whatnot. But I think now that I've got kind of most of Light of the Night, I think I need to work on either. I'd like to do either Sojourner or like specifically farming for decor. But I think Sojourner might be a great way to get some extra decor. I'm sure there's some from quests that I don't have yet. I don't want to do the Wailing Spirit with this thing. I think that'll be too bad. Those rares, the Delve rares that give you the powers, are kind of scary. Hello, Mr. Sonic Jen. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Sojourner, all the story quests in each zone. Yep. Yeah, there's a different achievement for each of them, and it'll tell you the name of all the side quest lines. A lot of people do it while leveling alts, or did it while leveling the first time around. I did not, so I've got some catching up to do. I have Herondar done, but that's the only one I think I'm finished with. And it's also not a bad source of rep. Although now that we have our champion gear from the early reps, I feel like the rest of it can kind of take relief. The cosmetics are nice, but we'll get them eventually anyway. But you can get the Lore Master of Midnight achievement for doing all the zone campaigns and then all the zone sojourners. And I bet you that'll come in handy for a bigger meta achievement later down the road. It usually does.
Now strike.
Yeah, for how long it takes to kill those, I don't know if it's worth it for the power. Might not be. I never did Lust. I guess it's a question of do I want to save it for the last boss or do I want to try to do like a really big pull? Normally I should try to do a big pull at the beginning of the delve and Lust that, and then I'll have it back up for the last boss. That would be smart. Why does Valyra say now strike after the mob is dead? Never understood that. She does have a lot to say. Here, I can turn her dialogue off. It gets a bit repetitive after a while. You're quite the little sadist. I like her as a healer a lot. I feel like even after I don't need the healing anymore, I'm just gonna kind of leave her in this spec forever. Happy with it. I don't like her quite as much as Bran. She's different, which I appreciate. It's a bit of variety. But I think in the one-day tier list of Delve companions, I don't think she's going to beat out Bran for me. Bran was too iconic. First time I heard her say, "Your pain, my pleasure," I nearly spit out my coffee. I was laughing so hard. She actually throws her potions on me, unlike Bran. So frustrating in their own special ways. I don't think about her an awful lot. I don't have a nameplate on her. I have a health bar for her over here, but I don't put a lot of thought into her. I mostly just notice the health potions. For Bran's range, she typically stuns my target when I'm trying to kite it. You've got to dodge. Bran, I feel like, also had repetitive voice lines that got annoying, but they were kind of cuter than hers. Those webs summon Nerubians. Won't stand in them. As he's currently, with both feet, 10 toes, etc., standing in webs to summon Nerubians. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a long run to the last boss. This is the last aberration I need, but... Husband says that Millhouse Manastorm would be a cool companion. We were chatting yesterday about who we would like. There's some good ideas floating around out there. A lot of mine, funnily enough, are like rogues or melee characters. I would really like Flynn Fairwind. I think he's my number one pick. As much as I love Kelsey Steelspark, and she would be great too. I think Flynn Fairwind would be a great combo of like useful and charismatic and funny and not too serious. Love her laid back your gameplay is. Midnight's amazing. Fairly new began late Dragonflight. Oh. I think you're established by now. Dragonflight was 2 expansions ago. You're an old hat. Wonder how they do a range like Millhouse as a tank. I mean, Bran was arranged. He managed. I don't remember how. I guess I could use camo or something if I had it on a bar. I don't. I guess I'll just kill this. Not very well was how Bran tanked, if I recall correctly. There was like an early moment where Bran tanking did a lot of damage or something if you were healing him. Unless I'm just imagining things. There was some meta where it was good for a minute, and I would heal him while he tanked, but I think they nerfed his damage. And then I just was Shadow for the rest of the expansion for Delves. Every time he killed him, he would get a damage buff. It would go up to like 10x. Yeah. I would accept Lily Stormstone. I still want Flynn more, though. Guessing where should be our next Delve guide? I don't think they're gonna do another male dwarf in a hurry. Especially not another male dwarf hunter. Just because it's so similar to Bran. Claire's DPS very strong. Third Nemesis. It's a Holy Priest, but her is a DPS. Nice. Yeah, Matthias Shaw would be good too. I think Flynn's more fun though. Not Peggle, but he's always fishing. Jackson. It sounds like playing ranged or a healer is the way to go for Nileus. It sounds like melee DPS and tanking is decently harder. Tanking in particular. Funny how that worked out. Guess it has to be someone who isn't involved in the main story campaign in that expansion. Yeah, someone not too busy. We pull Khadgar out of retirement. Thought I had that one already. Pretty sure I did. Alright. Let's cross all our fingers. I still have 2 coffer keys left? Oh no, I'm about to use one. I'm only gonna have 1 left, that's right. Oh, I got a veteran male warbound chest piece. And unless I get something out of this thing, I think I'm just going to use it on this character. That's funny. Drum roll? No, I got a back. I got a champion back piece. Oh my gosh. Is this my achievement? Yeah, Curio Fanatic. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the warbound item. I have a 183 chest on. Let's see how big this bump is to my item level. Average 249. Average 252. Midnight Superior. Very good. I had a questing chess piece on. I could not get rid of it. Finally hit tier 8 on Delves last night. Nice. Congratulations. Surprised we got Valeera. Seems like a great opportunity to give newer characters a bit of the limelight. Also, good morning. Good morning, Dougie. Yeah, I agree. I wonder if they want to lean on some nostalgia for this because it's a character you spend so much time with. I wonder if they think people would just write off a super new character too much. Okay, so we can leave. Should probably just smoke through one more. Yeah, Kaivesa was a lot more exciting. If it was up to me, I guess I would do Grudge Pit. Kaivesa felt like an odyssey. Like, I felt like I had to become a better gamer. Like, I had to practice her until my reflexes were up to par. Here, B Dragons, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Dude, it's like 78 tries. Yeah, I remember it was pretty expensive on my repair bills. Gave us one Somdi that just teases you the entire time. They would never do it, but I would take a kobold, any kobold from The War Within. It's not junk. Treasure. The Grudge Pit's actually such a cute delve. I love that it's different in that you don't have like a huge map to navigate through. I still feel like they take the same amount of time for me, but the concept's nice. Didn't have the patience to learn to dodge her directional attacks. Yeah, it was pretty unforgiving. It took some real practice for me. No, take it. Can you see yourself with like a Delph companion that's a kobold that's just like, ooh, that's a good candle. Take that one. You should do it. You can dominate mine, the 3 million health nemesis, and they wreak havoc. I haven't tried that yet. That's funny. Not a bad idea. Let's get food buffs cooking here. I thought I was going to enjoy having the Petal Wing Hunter Pet more than I do. I do like it, but it's pretty small. It kind of blends into stuff. Also, it never has its wings out because it just runs around in the ground and pecks stuff, and I feel like that makes it kind of less exciting. I'm gonna try Motionless Nulltide. I've never really used it. So I'm standing still, and eventually I'm gonna hit 20 stacks, and then I want to jump, and it's gonna give me a bunch of haste. Unfortunately, I don't know which buff it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're only at 10. Miss Roxanne, thank you very much for the brand new practice. I appreciate it. Oh, alright, 16. 17. This is about to be very exciting. 19, and... woo! How long is... oh, now I get a 30-second, basically lust. Wouldn't mind having a companion got to choose their class, level them up, choose their gear. That would actually be really fun. They did something like that in Diablo, right? I mean, curios are kind of like items that you get for them. Not exactly. But yeah, like picking and customizing a companion to level that... I guess it might be annoying if you wanted different ones on different characters and like you customize one that really suits your main. but then your ults are kind of out of luck. That would be a bit annoying. At least having one global one means you only have to do it once. I should go with the penguin. Thank you for the content. Been watching you on YouTube for years. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Missed out on, oh yeah, Torghast. Would love a roguelike event fan. Torghast was not that popular. I lost my book. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Torghast was not that popular. I loved it, but it was very dependent on which like spec you played. Some specs had great builds they could do, and some specs were just kind of out of luck. It was so fun as a holy priest. Love Torghast. Torghast reminds me of BlizzCon, because that was the last BlizzCon I went to, was 2019 when they were announcing Shadowlands and talking about Torghast, and I remember talking with like devs about it, being like, this is the thing I'm most excited about. And it was still fairly early in development, so they only had so much they could even say. Here's some companion experience. Liked original untimed Torghast. Introducing the timed element totally ruined it for me. I liked, I had some really fun, super long runs in Twisting Corridors. I remember I had one where I went super slow, but got through like the hardest difficulty of it as a holy priest. Just putting together my my wombo combo. I am not running 0 add-ons. I do have add-ons. You can see Plater. For sure. Got a Google sheet showing which ones I've got. I don't know if I like this Curio. The one that wants you to stand still. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I can get away with it, and I'm sure the stats are super good, but I don't know. I wanna wanna be allowed to move. Good morning, Flounder. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a lovely week. Yeah. The nice thing about this delve being so small is you can really just kind of walk over to your supplies and respec whenever you want. Forget Motionless Null Tide. Let's try the Edict. See what it looks like. I haven't used that one before. Cooldown recharge sounds good. Conqueror is better at throwing potions than Brad. Hopefully I notice it when we do see it. Lyra pulled 2 packs of the harder mobs and I said hello to the floor. Those potions have landed another delve. My Bran used to just like... It didn't bother me too much because I was ranged. He liked to stand in puddles. And then he would yell at me about standing in puddles when he was the one standing in a puddle. What TV shows have you been watching recently, Hazel? Let's see. There's The Pit. Love The Pit. Kind of sad there's only a couple more of those. Every Thursday night. Or sometimes Friday night if we don't get to it on a Thursday, because we're rating Thursday night like right when it comes out now. Tried running with Tank Valyr, was just in 20 consecutive minutes of combat. Watch Pluribus? Yeah, we watched that one. That one's alright. I liked it well enough. Now you're living in the boonies? Are there any city things around? Coffee shops, donut shops, pizza, Chinese, you have to live without. I mean, there's some stuff you more or less kind of do without. I didn't really use those things a lot anyways. I was a little bit too shy and a little bit too cheap for it. I am very much a drink my coffee at home kind of girly. Come back and HBO premiered, really good. Yeah. Oh, we watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That was fine. My brain is mush, and I like garbage. So I've been watching Love Island. That's what I'm excited about right now. Is we had watched The Traitors. We finished all of the U.S. seasons of Traitors, and then I was kind of still feeling reality. I had watched a couple of other scripted shows, but they weren't really doing it for me because, like I said, brain mush, like garbage. And I saw that the season of U.S. Traitors that Crave had is the same one that has the guy that was on the guy from The Traitors was on Love Island first, so we went back to watch his season, and that's what I'm watching right now. And apparently there's a lot of it, which is convenient when you don't want to run out of it too fast. So I wouldn't say I'm proud of it, but that's what I've been watching. It's like a spectator sport. Come to a hard stop with Downton Abbey because of that. Daughter 26 loves that show. I watch it with my husband, and we like to speculate about what's going to happen next. And I like to judge people's outfits, for better or for worse. But yeah, we've watched a couple of shows that are like objectively like really good, like scripted prestige TV, and like Pluribus and Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I enjoyed both of them like all right at a neutral level, but I think I'm just cooked right now. I don't want drama. Or if I do, I want it to be people with overinflated lips. The heart wants what it wants. I never said I was classy. Guilty Pleasure, 90 Day Fiancé, and all the spin-offs. I have seen things like Parks and Rec. I watched that a long time ago. I never got into The Office. I watched a couple episodes. It wasn't working for me. I can't do comedy that thrives off of awkwardness and secondhand embarrassment because the secondhand embarrassment just cooks me. I feel it way too hard and I can't sit through it. I can't look. A lot of comedy that's based off of like comedic misunderstandings is really tough for me. I can't do it. I don't enjoy it. It's not fun. But I know that's a comfort show for a lot of people. I have a friend who is an absolute film buff, rates every movie on a blog, and he tries to ruin all the bad shows I watch. I'm like, I never said it's good, but I like it. Yeah, you like what you like. It's all entertainment. It's pretty low stakes. I don't feel the shame that I used to. I used to, if I was enjoying a trash show, I used to like feel like guilty about it or like I wouldn't want to tell anybody. And I think I've gotten over that. I'm not going to get any cooler from watching like a smart person TV show, so I don't think I'm going to get any less cool from watching a dumb one. It's just TV. If I wanted to get smarter, I'd go back to school. Thanks for your raid guides, saving our lives out there. Thank you for watching them. You're saving my career. I started rereading. I finished my Earthsea books. Very sad. Ran out of them. Read 6. They're all gone. So I started, for what I wanted to read next, I started rereading. I picked up a copy of Priory of the Orange Tree because I had read it before and enjoyed it. And I got like a deal on like a hard copy of it. And it's kind of like a large book. It's just long. And I'm having logistical issues because I like to read in bed. Laying down, which is all fine and good when you're reading one of the pages, but for the other pages you're lifting the book up, and every time I do it my wrist cracks. And I've been trying to like fashion like a stand out of like plushies and other books so that I can kind of read the bottom page. I think I'm fighting a losing battle. That one might be better as an ebook, but I have the hard copy. I want to read it. Maybe when I get deep enough in it that I'm halfway through it'll be comfier. I don't know. It's just a thick volume. It's fine. I'm not enjoying it as much as I did last time. I think I kind of spoiled myself for fantasy. Invent and market portrait orientation books. There are like little stands that you can use. It's only really a problem for me when it's like a really heavy book. Also, e-readers have been invented, and I used one for years. I've just gotten back into paper because it's nostalgic. And sometimes it's nice to have something analog to do that's not going to run out of battery. Something that will keep me busy in a power outage by candlelight. Healthy mixed paper and ebooks. Some of the books that I'm getting hard copies of are books that I actually own as ebooks already, because I know that I like them and I know that I would reread them. Like, I don't really want to buy a book that I haven't read before. So I either want to buy books that I've gotten from like a library and read before, or that I remember from like my youth, or that I had read as an ebook and are now like, oh yeah, I like that one. I would read that again. I will rest as soon as my Bestial Wrath is over. Good way to get gear in a fresh 90. World quests. Your reputations. The 4 main reps each have a piece of champion gear you can get reasonably early. So especially if it's an alt, you can get that. Prey and delves. That's my order of operations. Check world quests for easy wins. Grab the rep items because I've got the rep stunt done, and then do Prey to get delve keys and to get some gear, and then do delves. Yeah, it still works if it's not an alt. You just might need to get a little bit more rep before you can get the champion gear from the reps. But you can still do world quests. Do your weeklies for rep. Do your Prey. Do your delves. To get hero gear from delves, you're only going to get 1 piece from your map chest. You can't get any from the end of the delve. You can get some from vault, or you can get some from your 1 weekly treasure map item. I've been doing delves in an 8. That's going to get you your best vault. It's kind of the sweet spot. I am a champion. Let me learn all the professions. Any wishes for Last Titan? Theories you think they'll attempt? More professions. Yeah. I don't know if I want that. What do I think they'll do? I don't know. I wanted housing, and now that I have that, I feel like I have nothing left to ask for. They made all my wildest dreams come true, and now I'm just kind of content. I don't know, actually. I don't really want a new class. I don't really want a new race. I would love some more hairstyles for gnomes, but I also like the hairstyle I already have in my gnome. I'm just easy to please, I suppose. I suppose I'm just happy. I don't know what else I would want. A lot of the things that people suggest, I would like that for their sake, but I don't think that I would want it for me. Make cooking and fishing actual main professions more profitable, make it more in-depth. Interesting. You are Cordana who finally caught Illidan. Watch me get a chest piece now. No, I got a Saptor's Paw. That's like not a bad trinket, right? Like of the delve trinkets. Take a look at it. Maybe it is bad. I don't know. I can't see it. Anyway, that was my last key, which is good. So we're done with delves for the week. Would love to actively use my mouse to hook and reel big fishes. Want them to go nuts in class customization, Warlock Green Fire, Purple Demon Hunter Eyes, type things for everyone. Yeah. junk items. Get rid of my toy copy. 252. Happy with that. Now let me check my BM Hunter stats. And also actually write it down. I keep having to look this up. I got myself like a tiny notepad so I could just make a note and remember. Agi. Alright, so mastery, crit, mastery, haste. Let's just say mastery and then haste equals crit because it's different for AoE versus single target. BM Hunter. Stats. Mastery. I'm gonna write that in big letters. And then crit and haste. And then let's stick versatility at the bottom. In little letters. Right. So then I can use that. So basically anything that's going to give me more mastery within the same... Oh, I don't want to lose speed though. But yeah, more mastery. More mastery is good. This trinket is haste. Crits. I don't know. I feel like I'd like the Saptor's Paw over the Idol. I feel like the Idol's not that good. Would get more haste to speed up some of your shots. Yeah, my haste is pretty bad. I've got pretty low. I've only got 11% haste. Let's get rid of this. Make sure that my Warbound stuff goes into the War Bank so that I can use it on a different character. No, I want the speed. I want the speed. I can finally get rid of that. Just place Blossom Bringer. Yeah, she's got like a very floral theme. Silvermoon is amazing. Did not like War Within or Dragonflight Hub at all. So confusing, but Silvermoon is so easy for me to understand where things are. I like the city. I'm still learning my way around. Something about it is just very hard for me to parse or to like understand. But I have an add-on called City Guide that gives me these extra icons, and that's been helping. You know, you can hop on that wagon in the city. He'll drive you around. I don't know if I did know that. That's cool. Dump this extra stuff in there. Yeah, all right. So my ult is up to 252. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me get like an Amani Mastery enchant for that other ring. Cheap one. It's just an ult, so I'm kind of not going super big. And then I'll get another quick amethyst. Perhaps I'm supposed to do something different, but I'll just do this. Better than nothing. You know those dragon rostrums for customizing your drakes? I want that for classes. Manage your cosmetic glyphs, new collectible class-specific visual changes. That would be cool. I would like that a lot. That would be much nicer than trying to manage via glyphs your things like your glyph of the stars and your glyph of shadow and whatnot. Plus you could have some other options would be nice. Alright. I have a little bit of time left over actually. I did my delves, I got my rares, I got my idol of the shark. I did some fishing. I think I want to have a look at side quests actually. I got pretty lost in Veldraken too. I figured out where my profession stuff was and the inn and the vault and that was it. I never learned where the auction house was. I barely learned where the bank was. So let's do Eversong Woods. I mean, maybe I should do that actually. If I have time for questing, maybe I should do the campaign. Am I? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Hey, buddy. Don't tell me I'm rescuing Anduin again. Side quests in Zolamon are amazing. I am traditionally not a massive lore person, and I have a big tendency to skim text unless something really jumps out at me and like skip cutscenes. There's the wagon! I'll have to check it out sometime. I think Borealis, I don't know why I said it like that. Borealis is my favorite hub. The Tradewinds Market was just so nicely laid out, so convenient. Everything was right at your fingertips. And the city itself felt like a living city. It had a really high NPC population. There was a lot of really cool things happening around every corner. The only thing I didn't like is I don't really feel the need for cities to have hostile areas for questing and stuff. I don't need part of the city to be like dangerous and have mobs in world quests. I find that kind of annoying, and Borealis did do that. Why did you stop using dialogue UI? Sometimes my add-ons get turned off. Here, let me turn it back on. Happens all the time. Super jelly of that mail. Silvermoon with enemies will tilt me to the moon. Its main hubs I like to relax, know I'm safe. Yeah. Love the shrines in Mist, but that could be pure nostalgia. I had a very hard time learning my way around those because the Horde and the Alliance ones were the same but mirrored, which just messed me up. I had alts of both factions, I think. More so Alliance than Horde, but I had alts of both factions at the time. And I was forever running the wrong way trying to get to the portals or the bank in the back because it's the same but flipped for Horde and Alliance, and I can never remember which one's which. Best music is Grizzly Hills. It does have a great soundtrack. My favorite is WoD music in kind of like Auchindoun area. But the WoD soundtrack in general I really liked. This bird keeps cheaping. I'm over it. I like my new mount, but we're gonna ride something quieter. Love the Harrenir music. I thought the raid soundtrack was quite good. It was funny on the beta during raid testing they didn't have the soundtrack in yet, so you would fight the Voidspire bosses, but the music would be Undermine, like Undermine boss music, the jazz. It was funny. I find the soundtrack to the instances in Midnight to be like really cinematic. It feels very movie-like. Yeah, the Mythic Chimeras music is intense. Working my way through the Garrison campaign and get stunned every time by how pretty the zones and music is. Warlords of Draenor had a lot of great things going for it that got like completely overshadowed by how poorly other things like the Garrison went. It was a real good case study on how you can do a lot of things right, but if you get your key pieces wrong, the whole thing is just boiled. I appreciate that they do have dialogue skips for people like me. Back then I rarely left my garrison. I have like zero memory of the zones. I thought it was a shame that you didn't need to go into the zones to do herbing and mining because of having an herb garden and a mine. Like, it's a cool concept to have those things in your garrison, but what it meant is that people that wanted to gather, which was kind of useless because anybody could do this, without even having herbing and mining, you just have a bunch of alts and you just, like... There wasn't a huge reason to go out and do it in the zones. And it was pre-World Quest, so there wasn't a reason to... There wasn't a lot to go do in the zones, really. Camp Rares, really. Is this like a night elf man named Hamburger Bun? How hard was it to get that mount? Pretty easy for me, 255 at the time, Shadow Priest healing Valera. I one-shot it, which I didn't expect to do. I'm not that good. The boss doesn't do very much. I would say don't do it as a tank. If you have a DPS spec, try that. The mount is called, let me see. Arcanovoid Construct. It is for defeating the Delve Nemesis boss, Neleus, on the harder difficulty, on 2 question marks. Solo. There are other colors of it available from other Delve-like achievements in progress. But I do like this one. This isn't Sojourner, but I feel like I'll regret it if I don't do this. The Delve boss is located in Voidstorm. I will show you on a map here. Here, Torment's Rise. So if you're looking at the zone, it's on kind of the eastern side, just about level with the hub. That's the Delve that you're looking for. Here, I'll do it big screen. Right there. Yeah, no problem. You'll also get the ominous title. 15th stream watch stream. Very nice. Yeah, that guy's happy. I do love an excuse to come back to Belemeth. Don't mind me getting dragon pine lumber that I definitely don't need. Are these nice appearances? Yeah, they're kind of cool, actually. Not a bad Shadow Priest staff. If you're capped on Myth Crest and you keep completing keys, you get 14 Void Light Marl for a timed 11. What a joke. What did they used to give you last expansion? I feel like at a certain point, if you're capped on Crest, you just get nothing. It's Blizzard's way of sneakily telling you to go the heck outside. Step away from the keyboard. Yeah, Valor Stones, I guess, which we don't need anymore. I have a way to go before I cap on Myth Crest. Do you remember the loading screen tip about going outside Azeroth? Yeah. I always liked the one about if you're struggling on a boss, just try keeping your health above 0. And then get their health below 0. Classic. Not wrong. It's amazing what some actual sunshine will do for your mood when it's been winter for a long time. Just find any excuse to get outside when the weather's nice, if the weather's nice. I feel like I appreciate the sun a little bit more because I live in a place that doesn't get it all year round. Whenever the sun starts finally coming out in the spring and you get a little bit of blue sky, it's just feels like a movie. Katie, thank you very much for the 55-month resub. Hello all from Melty Anchorage. Speaking of excited for spring, hello. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Annette, thank you very much for the 12-month resub. Happy 1 year. Appreciate it. almost April. Where I live now, you cannot count on the sunshine being there by the time you get your shoes on, get outside. Yesterday it came out for like half an hour. And he just pulled up a chair on the lawn in the yard with the dog. And he just kind of like laid down next to my chair. It was really cute. It's so cold this winter, definitely looking forward to spring. I'm excited for it to stop freezing. And if it would stop snowing. I wanted the snow in December. I don't want the snow in April. I'm not in the mood for it anymore. Come on, weather, get it together. This quest doesn't seem too long, which I appreciate. Supposed to be 19 tomorrow, back down to 1 on Wednesday. Ugh. Good evening. Good evening, Candid. How are you doing today? I think I need any of these. Lots of weapon appearances. Good. Local elections over here in Serbia. Hopefully went well. It's always nice when you get a smooth voting day. My last local election, I was impressed with how well they ran the voting stations. It didn't take me very long to go vote. Single digits in the morning, warming up to mid-30s. That's cold. I know the Celsius, and I can tell you that's cold. QB Ranger, thank you for the 40-month resub. 5 seasons, summer, fall, winter, mud, and then spring. I like that. What's our favorite thing about mud? Sometimes my dog comes in and he's got mud up to like his elbows. Not because he was digging, but because he ran so fast and the ground was so soft that he wiped out. Mid-30s is t-shirt weather. 30 Celsius is like a heat wave. 30 Fahrenheit is just below freezing though. You would not catch me wearing a t-shirt in 30 Fahrenheit. I can't do it. I'm only wearing a t-shirt right now because I have a heated blanket on my lap and because my t-shirt is like an extra large. I'm using hot air balloon physics to maintain. If you were in Alaska, I feel like it would feel different. Maybe. I don't think I'm tough enough. I wouldn't survive out there. I would move out there and then a year would go by and I would live through a winter and I would be like, nope. 76 and sunny? Here's the dream. Yeah. I think the length of the day would be harder for me than the weather, to be honest. I feel like temperature I could learn to adapt with. Bugs I could probably learn to deal with. Really short days in the winter would be so hard. Wish we had snow and need it badly. Darkness would get me. Yeah, the darkness gets me here, and I'm not that far north. Relatively speaking. Winter's so dark, but then the summer's so bright. Yeah, I feel like we get enough darkness in the summer that having long days in the summer is just nice and it's not annoying. Colorado, intensely sunlight driven. The air temperature could be freezing, but if the sun's hitting you, you can get it. My house gets really nice sunlight exposure, which is nice. On a cold day, if the sun's out, the front half of the house warms up all by itself. I was like, I feel like I'm moving really slowly, and I looked, and I am. Perhaps I should let my guilt go away. Let's wait out our guilt, shall we? Now wearing sunglasses. Nevada's gonna have a rough year. 26% of average snowpack. Major drought from that. Yeah, that's tough. Wait, I'm getting guiltier. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm at 7. I still need to do 3 more Remains of the Fallen. Wow. I'm still wearing my fishing mug. Is that disrespectful? Here, let's put on a priest mug. Okay, 3 more. They gave me a way to do curse, I don't remember it. Oh, it's a cast. You don't have to get it. But I will! Alright. 2 stacks is more reasonable than 7. Am I lost? I'm lost. Where's my waypoint? There it is. Very lost, apparently. Yeah, that's really scary. Fish there. How's my rep doing? I feel like I've been getting quite a bit of Silvermoon Court rep. So at 14... there's another set we can buy. We're gonna get extra Brimming Arcana, which is good. We can get lighting fixtures now that I'm 15. I should do that, that'll be fun. 17 is for a ground mount. 18 is for more decor. 19 is a flying mount. And 20 is a title. Life of the party. Normal winter amount of snow, but it was below 0 a whole lot this winter. Negative 20-ish Celsius. Oh, that is cold. If you kids can just work it out, that would be great. She is. Oh. Okay, this is highly exciting. I would have done this earlier if I knew that we were getting the strawberry pie decor. Look at how delicious that looks. It's so round. It's making me want pie. Should I put it on my desk in my house? The lattice work. I love a lattice top pie. I will go out of my way to lattice a pie that has no business being lattice just because it's so satisfying looking. What do you mean there's more? Am I not done? Oh, I'm not done. I might be done for now. Branko plays games. Thanks for the brand new, or for the raid rather. Strawberry rhubarb sounds good. Yeah, you need some ice cream decor to go with it. Let's go to the house. If I'm gonna log out, let's just go to the house. Let's put the pie down somewhere. I guess in my office because that's the only room that's done. Happy with the pie. Made a coffee and tea shop. Rhubarb coming up in my yard. I have some rhubarb that somebody planted in the middle of like a gravel pathway on my property. Which seems like a bad place to plant a plant, but like it's really happy there, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I guess I'm getting rhubarb? Question mark? Did I learn the pie? I meant to learn the pie. Yeah, I must have learned it. Got a couple of things we can disenchant from doing all that. Make a little bridge over where it grows. What if it likes being stepped on? Maybe that's why it's so happy. Saberwolf, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Nilius one-shots me. How to avoid? Health and defensives. If your item level is not high enough, you may struggle to have the health to tank his hits. Timing your use of Valera's health potions if she's healing can help as well. Spent a lot of time and effort building my bridge idea. See if the rhubarb starts to fail. Custom bespoke bridge. I have puppy. I want a puppy. Where's my puppy? Sleeping. Okay. This is highly important. You know what? We're done writing. We can clean the quill and then we can just move the pot to sit by the teacup. Also, it feels a little big. Oh, my keybinds aren't working for some reason. There we go. Can't wait until we get our minions to be in our houses. There we go. There's the view. Had not seen the finished office before. Turned out so well. So cute. Yeah, I like it a lot. It'll improve with more plushies for the shelf behind me. If anyone hasn't seen it much, I've basically attempted to recreate my, I mean, it was before I put the aquarium there. I don't have an aquarium to put in my WoW house. But I was trying to make the streaming desk in the game. The microphone's a little chunky, but I feel like it's not too bad. Perfect time to join this stream. It's amazing. It's just about time for me to go. I've reached the end of my time slot. This is my Friday. I stream Wednesdays through Sundays, so I'm not back until Wednesday. I get 2 days off. Excited about a weekend. I will be back Wednesday morning, 9 Pacific time. Sure we'll find something fun to do. If you haven't checked it out yet and you're interested in a Saturday news video, that one went out on my YouTube channel just yesterday morning. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate the company, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!